Okay, here is a second question. Again, this is from the 2019 test. This is question number 33. It says the graph of x squared, which you will notice is the parent function, was transformed to create the graph g of x is equal to f of x minus 9. Which statement about the graph is true? So again, we're going to take a look at the knowledge approach and then also the technology approach. So we start off with the idea that f of x is equal to x squared, right? And so I know that sometimes these letters can be confusing. So we want to replace whenever we can. So if f of x is the same thing as x squared, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take out f of x and I'm going to put x squared. And so what I have is I have x squared minus 9. X squared minus 9. So if I want to look back at my notes, I want to know which one of these things does it look like. And I'm adding and subtracting, so I know that's going to be a vertical or horizontal. And so we have our function f of x plus k or minus k, and this looks a lot like a vertical transformation, because as you can see here, we have our function f of x and then we are subtracting. All right, and so that is going to be, again, a transformation here where we are going to slide down. So we have f of x minus 9 means that we're going to slide down 9 units. So I want to find an answer choice that one uses the word down or something to that effect. All right, so it says the graph is going to be a reflection. The vertex of the graph is 9 units right. The graph is the y-intercept of the graph is 9 units below the y-intercept. So I have to look at these things and see which one, if I am moving my graph down, which one means that I have moved in that direction. Well, it's not a reflection because I didn't change the direction. The only thing it's going to do is move it down. And so the best answer here, or the correct answer here, would be answer choice D, is that it's going to move it 9 units below the y-intercept. And again, we can go to our Desmos and we can edit this so that it works with what we need. So we'll leave the x squared there, and then we have our function, which is f of x, and we want to put minus 9 just as it says. And you can see here what's happening is this graph has been moved 9 units below the y-axis. So here is 0 and we went down 9, and so we didn't reflect or anything like that. It simply takes the graph and it moves it down, and so you can visually see that on your calculator. Okay. All right, moving on to our next question. Here we have question 14. This is from the 2018 STAAR test. It says the graph of the quadratic function p is shown on the grid. We have x squared and it is changed to k of x plus n. What is the value of n? Again, we have a change that is happening outside of the parentheses. And so if it's outside of the parentheses, that means that it is a vertical shift. So if we start at 0, which is for the parent function, it looks like this graph has been pushed down to -6. And so if the graph is pushed down, again, if we push it down, that means that we're going to have to subtract a value. So it is pushed down 6 units. So that means that our value for n would be -6. It means that we took the parent function and we pushed it down 6 units. So that's a very simple question. Again, a lot of text here and a lot of function notation, but if we understand the transformations, this is really a easy question for a STAAR test.